Welcome to my channel. Today, we are diving deep into a transformative book that can change the way you approach habits and productivity. We're talking about Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear. Are you struggling to maintain good habits? Do you find it difficult to break bad ones? Perhaps you set goals but find it challenging to stick to them. If this sounds like you, then this book is a game changer. Atomic Habits offers practical strategies to build better habits, break bad ones, and master the tiny behaviors that lead to remarkable results. This book is for anyone looking to make a positive change in their lives, whether you're trying to eat healthier, exercise more, be more productive, or simply improve your daily routines. That's why you should read this book. So, why should you read Atomic Habits? Here are a few reasons. 1. Scientific approach. James Clear uses evidence-based research to explain how habits are formed and how they can be changed. He delves into the psychology and neuroscience behind habits, making the information both reliable and relatable. 2. Practical advice. The book is packed with actionable tips and strategies that you can start implementing right away. James Clear breaks down complex ideas into simple, digestible steps that anyone can follow. 3. Real-life examples. James Clear shares stories and examples from successful individuals to illustrate his points. These anecdotes not only make the concepts easier to understand, but also show that real people have achieved remarkable results using these strategies. 4. Framework for success. The book provides a clear framework for understanding and changing your habits, which can be applied to any area of your life. Whether you're looking to improve your health, work, or personal life, the principles in Atomic Habits can help you get there. Let's dive into some key concepts from the book. Concept 1. The power of atomic habits. James Clear emphasizes that small changes can lead to remarkable results. He calls these atomic habits. The idea is that tiny, incremental improvements can compound over time, leading to significant changes. For example, imagine if you are improving just 1% each day. It might not seem like much, but over a year, those small gains add up to a 37% improvement. This concept is rooted in the idea of compounding. Just like compound interest in finance, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. Small changes, when repeated consistently, lead to significant results. This is why focusing on tiny habits can be so powerful. Concept 2. The habit loop. James Clear explains the habit loop, which consists of 4 stages. Stage 1, cue. Stage 2, craving. Stage 3, response. And Stage 4, reward. Understanding this loop is crucial to changing your habits. Let's dive deeper into these stages. 1. Cue. The trigger that initiates the habit. It could be a specific time of day, an emotional state, or an environmental cue. Stage 2. Craving. The desire or motivation behind the habit. This is the emotional aspect that drives you to perform the habit. Stage 3. Response. The actual behavior or action. This is the habit itself. Stage 4. Reward. The benefit you gain from the habit. This reinforces the habit and makes you want to repeat it in the future. Example. If you want to build a habit of reading before bed, your cue might be placing a book on your pillow. The craving is the desire to relax. The response is reading a few pages, and the reward is the satisfaction and calmness you feel. By breaking down the habit loop, you can identify the components of your habits and make adjustments to change them. For example, if you want to stop a bad habit, you can work on eliminating the cue or changing the craving. Concept 3. The 4 laws of behavior change. James Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change to help you build good habits and break bad ones. First law is, make it obvious. Design your environment to make cues for good habits visible. This could mean putting your workout clothes out the night before, or placing a bowl of fruit on your kitchen counter. Second law is, make it attractive. Use temptation bundling to make your habits more appealing. For example, only allow yourself to watch your favorite show while you're on the treadmill. Third law is make it easy. Reduce friction by starting with small, manageable habits. Break down big habits into smaller steps to make them easier to start. Fourth law, make it satisfying. Reward yourself to reinforce positive behaviors. This could be as simple as crossing off a day on a calendar, or treating yourself to something enjoyable after completing your habit. Example: if you want to start exercising, make your workout clothes obvious by placing them where you can see them. Make it attractive by listening to your favorite music while working out. Make it easy by starting with just 5 minutes of exercise, and make it satisfying by treating yourself to a healthy snack afterward. By following these 4 laws, you can create an environment that supports your desired habits and makes it easier to stick to them. Concept 4th. The role of identity in habits. James Clear stresses the importance of identity in habit formation. Instead of focusing solely on outcomes or processes, he suggests that we should focus on becoming the type of person who can achieve those outcomes. Example: rather than saying, "I want to run a marathon," shift to, "I am a runner." This subtle change in identity can drive long-term behavior change. When you adopt a new identity, your behaviors naturally align with that identity. This is a powerful way to ensure that your habits are sustainable. For instance, if you see yourself as a healthy person, you're more likely to make choices that reflect that identity, such as eating nutritious foods and staying active. Here are some practical tips from the book to help you build good habits. Practice 1. Implementation intentions. Plan when and where you will perform a habit. For example, I will meditate for 5 minutes at 7 a.m. in my living room. This specificity helps to create a clear plan, making it more likely that you will follow through. Research shows that people who make specific plans for when and where they will perform a new habit are more likely to follow through. This is because they have created a clear intention that triggers the behavior. Practice 2. Habit stacking. Attach a new habit to an existing one. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will read 1 page of a book. This leverages your existing routines to build new habits more effectively. Habit stacking is powerful because it ties your new habit to something you're already doing regularly. This creates a chain of behaviors, making it easier to remember and perform the new habit. Practice 3. 2-minute rule. Start with habits that take less than 2 minutes to complete. For example, read 1 page instead of read for an hour. This makes it easier to get started and gradually build up to more extensive habits. The 2-minute rule helps to lower the barrier to entry for new habits. By starting small, you make it easier to begin and build momentum. Over time, you can expand the habit to longer durations. Practice 4. Environment design. Design your environment to support your habits. If you want to drink more water, keep a water bottle on your desk. If you want to eat healthier, place healthy snacks at eye level in your pantry. Your environment has a significant impact on your behavior. By designing your surroundings to make good habits more convenient and bad habits more difficult, you set yourself up for success. Breaking bad habits. To break bad habits, James Clear suggests inverting the 4 laws of behavior change. First law: make it invisible. Remove cues for bad habits from your environment. If you want to stop snacking on junk food, don't keep it in the house. By making the cue for a bad habit less visible or eliminating it altogether, you reduce the chances of triggering the habit. This can be as simple as rearranging your pantry or changing your routine. Second law: make it unattractive. Reframe your mindset to focus on the negative aspects of the bad habit. For example, think about the health consequences of smoking to make it less appealing. Changing the way you think about a bad habit can reduce its attractiveness. By focusing on the negative outcomes, you create a mental barrier that makes the habit less appealing. Third law: make it difficult. Increase friction to make it harder to perform the bad habit. For instance, if you want to stop wasting time on social media, delete the apps from your phone. Adding steps or obstacles to perform a bad habit increases the effort required, making it less likely that you'll follow through. This could mean adding passwords, creating physical barriers, or finding alternatives. Fourth law, make it unsatisfying. Use an accountability partner or tracking system to make bad habits less rewarding. For example, have a friend check in on your progress and hold you accountable. Accountability adds a social element to your habit change efforts. By involving others and tracking your progress, you create consequences for failing to follow through, making the habit less satisfying. Real-life examples and success stories. James Clear shares numerous real-life examples and success stories throughout the book to illustrate his points. Let's explore a couple of them. Story 1. The British cycling team. One of the most compelling examples is the transformation of the British cycling team. Before their turnaround, the team had endured nearly 100 years of mediocrity. They had won just one Olympic gold medal since 1908 and had never won the Tour de France. Then, in 2003, they hired Dave Brailsford as their new performance director. Dave Brailsford implemented a strategy called the aggregation of marginal gains, which focused on making tiny improvements in every area of cycling. These improvements included redesigning bike seats for more comfort, using biofeedback sensors to monitor athletes' performance, experimenting with different fabrics for racing suits to reduce wind resistance, teaching riders the best way to wash their hands to avoid infections. These small, only 1% improvements compounded over time, leading to extraordinary success. Within 5 years, the British cycling team dominated the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, winning 7 out of 10 gold medals in track cycling. They went on to replicate this success in the 2012 London Olympics and have won numerous Tour de France titles. Story 2. Comedian Jerry Seinfeld. Another example is a comedian, Jerry Seinfeld, who uses a habit tracking method to maintain his writing routine. Jerry Seinfeld's approach is simple but effective. He uses a calendar to mark an X for each day he writes new material. This creates a chain of daily successes that he doesn't want to break. This method, known as "don't break the chain," leverages the power of visual progress and consistency. By seeing the chain grow, you become more motivated to maintain your streak and continue the habit. This approach can be applied to any habit you want to build, from writing to exercise to learning a new skill. Conclusion. Atomic Habits is a powerful tool for anyone looking to improve their life through better habits. By understanding the science behind habits and implementing Clear's practical advice, you can achieve remarkable results. If you found this discussion helpful, I highly recommend getting a copy of the book to dive deeper into these concepts. You'll find even more valuable insights and strategies that we couldn't cover in this podcast. You can support James Clear by purchasing Atomic Habits through the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends who might benefit from building better habits. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep striving for your best self.